Well, a very good afternoon and the warmest of welcomes I extend to you all. Welcome along here on behalf of the good team at EVES Whangarei to our auction room. And of course to our owners may extend a hand of gratitude for entrusting the exquisite team here with the marketing of your very fine properties. It's certainly been our great privilege. A quartet of offerings on our auction catalogue for your consideration this afternoon, but more importantly, no competition. Now, for a number of our lots in question today, folks, we are aware of those equally zealous parties outside of room. So if you are here in that cash and unconditional bidding position, I warmly encourage you to put your best foot forward, as I'm quite comfortable we can get you across the line today. Leading our auction team, we're joined by our General Manager, the absolutely fabulous Nikki Bulcock. Assisting on the technology, we have the wonderful Robin Anderson. Now, this fine lady, she will be displaying those feats of both numerical and technological dexterity, as Robin is in charge of the all-important bidding sequences we will see on screen beside me here. The astute among you will know by now that Louis MacDonald is my name, and it's an absolute pleasure to be conducting proceedings, but more simply here in the capacity to guide you good folk on your journey to ownership. Now, bidders and buyers throughout the course of the campaign, our lead agents for the properties in question, they have been your leading lights with you every step of the way, walking with you hand in hand, answering your inquiry, conducting your viewings, and furnishing you with documentation which will aid in your purchasing decisions here this afternoon. Among that documentation, they will have supplied you with a copy of the Real Estate Authority's approved guide to sale and purchase agreements. They will also have supplied you with a copy of the auction terms and particulars from which we work. And to those terms and particulars I shall take you now, good folk, as we run through the conduct of auction. Well, come as no surprise to you that owners, will they offer up the property subject to those confidential or written reserve prices. Subject to those reserve prices being reached, as auctioneer, I'm permitted to sell the property to the highest bidder among you. Our owners, they have granted me that exclusive right to place bids on their behalf. That is what we refer to as the vendor bid. Any vendor bids that I do place, well, they will be clearly identified to you as such. Ironically, I shall use the term vendor bid. Any vendor bids I do place, well, they will only ever occur well below the reserve prices where the properties are clearly not for sale. Now, bidders and buyers around the room, you may see a number of agents bidding by telephone. I implore you to bid and counter bid with the utmost of confidence, knowing that all the relevant authorities have been completed for them to do so. Now, good folks, as auctioneer, I may execute my right to refuse a bid if I do not deem it to be in the best interests of our owners. If a dispute during the bidding happens to arise, I shall simply arbitrate that dispute. Though as it may, I shall be a numerical conductor throughout that sweet symphony of the bidding. Follow my lead along to that grand finale of the call, which will be signified by the percussive beat of my gavel coming down in the rostrum like so. If you so happen to find yourself in that very fortunate position of holding that highest bid, then congratulations, you are deemed to be our purchaser. Your obligations are therefore twofold. Sign your name on the memorandum of contract and pay a deposit of a neat and easy 10% of the purchase price. Bidders and buyers, good folks, those are your obligations as we look toward our very first offering of today's proceedings, brought to the roster by Mr. Richard Lyon. He brings for your consideration 60A Mill Road of Kensington, more formally described as that estate in cross-lease freehold, being flat 1 deposit plan 75106 and garage deposit plan 75106, with the term being 999 years, computed from the 1st of the 11th, 1974. Having a fee simple half share in 1,100 square metres, more or less, as we say, in lot 2 deposit plan 44239. All fully contained and described to you there on that record of title volume NA30D folio 776 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Vacant possession, it is on offer to you there on that settlement date described as Wednesday the 31st of July 2024. I do point to your attention clause 23 of the further terms, just referencing the limitation of liability for the executor of the estate. Very standard clause when we have an executor of the estate. But more copies are available at the side of the room, but I know Richard has been very diligent in furnishing those copies to you ahead of schedule. Furthermore, let's look toward our wonderful Kensington offering here. The offering, well, it is set within the heart of that blue chip suburb of Kensington, a location which is most certainly synonymous for opportunity and growth. Such an offering, well, that stands as that solid foundation with the layout ripe for renovation and the promise of substantial capital gains. adoring certainly that effortless flow throughout, spread over that one level, offering that ease of living, that ease of lifestyle, benefiting from that seamless connection throughout those patio doors onto that private patio and lawn there, proffering that inner suburbia oasis with that wonderful Mount Parihaka as the backdrop. First-time buyers, those crafty DIY enthusiasts, or those astute investors among you can most certainly imagine enhancing the home and increasing its value. The proximity to the essential amenities and the community's charm enhances such the allure, making a smart choice for those looking to invest in their future. But bidders and buyers, I very simply put myself into your hands as I look to you now for that opening bid, that opening offer. At 250,000 at the front of the room, and welcome into you there, sir, and the very best of luck to you, and I immediately chase down that quarter on the rise. At 275 would be the bid to be, but 250. At a quarter here now at 250,000, front of the room, on my left, your right. But I look to you now, what say you, possibly that mere quarter on the rise to put you at 275, the bid to be. But at the front of the room, on that first call in the gentleman's favour here, what say you? At 275, and welcome into you, sir. There's the competition, and certainly no surprises at such a level. But at the back of the room now at 275, and the retort, the response at 300, can I say? At 275 over here, and I look to the room now for 300 to move us forward from here. What say you? With the gentleman here at the back of the room at 2 3/4 the call. 300, can I say so? First call then with the gentleman here at 275,000. At 300, the left-hand side of the room, and welcome into the fray to you, sir, and the very best of luck at 300,000. And 3 1/4 would be the response, the bid to bid. But at 300,000, is that a bid, Angie? You're just shaking your head. At 300,000, be very careful. At 300,000, the left-hand side of the room with the gentleman here, and the best of luck to you there, sir, at 300. And I look to you now, sir, is that 3 2/5, can I ask? But at $300,000, I call it away here. First call. Second call. At 325, at 325 there, saw it here first, sir, that would be 350, can I say? Yeah. At 350. 4 in the race now, 4 in the fray. Take confidence from that competition, certainly good real estate on offer here at Kensington. At 350,000, 375 would be the response if we're going in the 25s. But at $350,000, the left-hand side, first call. Second call. On that third and final at 350,000, perhaps a mere 10 to move us forward from here. Can I invite you back in, sir, with the 10? At 10 and 360. Obligingly bid, sir. Nobody normally listens to me around here, so I appreciate that in more ways than one. At 360. At 370, can I say over here, sir?
What's that?
At 360 with the gentleman here, can I say 370 on your behalf?
Yeah.
I appreciate that, sir. At $370,000. And 380 the response. Can I say 5? At 375, appreciate it there, sir, and 375 with calls. At 380 do we go?
Yeah, 380.
At 380, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and 385, straight back. Take that confidence from the competition. Always buy what somebody else wants, that's called demand. Haven't forgot about you, sir, or you, or you. But at 385, do we say 390?
Yeah, 380.
At 390 and 395, straight to 400, square the ledge. At 395,000 at the back of the room with you, sir, as a lands and stands. Haven't forgot about you, sir. Do we say 400? At 400, glad I asked. I should be asked for more. But at 400,000 with you, sir, would you say 405? On the nod and Camley down, appreciate your bidding and Baron, you work there, sir, at the back of the ring. At 405, do we say 410? 410 on the nod. At 410, do we say 415? At 410,000 here. First call at $410,000. Second call, anything further here, sir? On that third and final call at $410,000 left at 415. At 415, just in the nick of time, sir, close in the cutthroat shape, but you're back in front at a very good place it is to be at 415. At 420, did we say? At 415,000. First call then. Second, third and final opportunity at 415,000. I make it abundantly clear we're on the market and we sell away here for the want of a better bid. But the keys are in the gentleman's hands and the exchange hands very soon for the want of a better offer at 415,000. First call and out she goes. Second call. Anything further? Can I ask anything further off you? Perhaps a mere one? 416 would be the response. Just taking some instructions. 416. 416. Just in the nick of time. Timing off a Swiss watch to the left hand side of the room, and 17 at 417. If it's worth one, it might be worth another, surely. At 418, at 418. Straight to 420, sir. Might just do it. At 420, appreciate it there, sir, at 420. And 21. At 420, even $500, sir. At 420,000, just checking anything further here, sir. Anything further here? At 420,000, first call. Are you sure? Second call on that third and final opportunity to the gentleman here at 420,000. It is going, and it is gone and sold to you. Congratulations, sir. I wish you the very best endeavours with your New Kensington abode there. To our underbidders, thank you very much for your participation. I certainly appreciate you as well. To our owners, thank you very much for trusting the good team here at EVES. We'll be back with lot 2 in but a moment. Thank you for your patience, folks, and I bring you to lot 2 of today's proceedings, brought to the market by our residential expert, that is Morgan Tunstall. She's been your leading light throughout this campaign, and she brings for your consideration 36B of Markson Avenue of Whangarei, more fondly described as that estate in the freehold enveloped as some 300 square metres, being lot 2, deposit plan 316305, fully contained and described on that record of title 63701. Vacant possession is on offer to you on that settlement date described there as 90 days plus 6 working days after the date of this agreement, unless working to a variation. Furthermore, let's look to towards our wonderful Whangarei offering here. For your consideration, good folks, an offering that provides that serene charm, that perfect blend of both privacy and convenience, proffering it most certainly that cosy sanctuary with the modern practicalities, ideal for those professionals, those retirees, or those seeking that desirable lock-up and leave lifestyle. Tucked back off the road, surrounded by quality homes alike, in a subdivision that's lined beautifully with those towering palm trees, that most certainly enhances the appeal. Well maintained and designed, allowing that effortless upkeep, certainly adoring that open plan flow to the private deck, which is so beautifully positioned there to capture that afternoon sun, an ideal retreat for those summer barbecues. For those that are seeking that investment, a great tenancy is in place, suiting that astute investor among you. Moreover, it boasts that proximity to the essential amenities, the schools, all just a short stroll away, and of course the wonderful Whangarei Harbour, popular for those walking and cycle trails that surround. But bidders and buyers, I simply put myself into your hands. Where do we see value? Where do we say go? Opening bids, opening offers for 36B, Markson Avenue. A little bit more than that would be good. Opening bids, opening offers, over to you, good folks. Start where we start, it's where we finish. The start is what's needed.
460.
At 460,000, and the very best of luck to you, sir. Nice to see you and good to meet you there at 460,000. But I immediately chased down that mere 40,000 on the rise to put you at $500,000 the bid to be. But at 460,000, right hand side of the room on your left. First call, second call on that third and final fair warning. Well, sir, it seems that it's just you and I at this juncture. Rather than vendor bid against you, I'll simply pause the auction. We'll have a conversation with you and our owners and see if we can get you across the line. Ladies, auction for lot 2 is live and pause. We'll be back with you with an update as soon as we can. We appreciate your patience in advance. Thanks for your patience, folks. I bring you back to lot 2 of today's proceedings. Our lead party here, well, they've increased their bid currently to 475,000. If I get you to confirm that, sir. On the nod and can be done there at 475,000. Our owners have said to me, Louis, well, you've got a little bit more work to do, so I immediately chased down that quarter on the rise to put you at $500,000 the bid to be, but I put you on warning with the party here on that first call at 475,000. Otherwise, we'll pass the property and we'll go into that next phase of marketing. I know with Morgan Tunstall leading the charge, we'll see a sold sign there very, very soon indeed. Second call on that third and final. Anything further here, folks? Well, Morgan, it seems our parties today would rather speak to you than me, but I certainly cannot blame them for but a moment, because I know with you leading the charge, we'll get a sold sign there very, very soon indeed. Thank you for your interest, folks, and the very best with the rest of your endeavours there. Accordingly, we look toward lot 3 of today's proceedings, again brought to the rostrum by Richard Lyon. Welcome back into the room to you, Richard. And we bring for our consideration here 82 of Boundary Road of Tikipanga, more formally described as that estate in freehold, enveloped with some 678 square metres more or less, as we say, being lot 130, deposit plan 60470, fully contained and ascribed to you on that record of title volume NA16C. Folio 715 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Vacant possession, well, that is on offer, and that settlement date described there is 15 working days after the date of this agreement, unless working to a variation, of course. Let's look toward our offering here. Set within the family favoured suburb of Tikipanga, where that community meets convenience, presenting to you a real gem that's not just a house but a home waiting to enrich your family life. Vacant and ready for moving in with ease. Every corner most certainly reflects that comfort and that modernity, from the sleek updated kitchen with its ample storage to that recently renovated bathroom. Such an offering provides a sanctum where your children can most certainly thrive, with spacious bedrooms featuring those built-in wardrobes and a living area that so beautifully bathes in that natural sunlight. Step outside to that flat freehold, family-friendly section, offering that endless play for the little ones and those prized pets, whilst a covered deck well, that promises that year-round entertainment. For your consideration, not merely a dwelling, good folks, but a promise of a family life well lived, close to the schools, the supermarkets, and of course that postcard where the Whangarei falls. Bidders and buyers, I put it to you, what do you see value? What do you say go here?
520.
At 520,000 at the front of the room, and welcome into you, madam, and your party there. At 520,000, and I'm happy to take us forward in 20s here, as I look for 540,000, but at 520, front of the room, and in front of the bidding, those that started often finish it, so I look to the room now at 520,000. I look to you now for that mere 20 to move us forward. First call, second call, on that third and final at $520,000. Fair warning. Well, madam, rather than vendor bid against you, I'll simply pause the auction. We'll have a conversation with you good folks here on our owners and see if we can get you across the line. Lot 3 auction is live and pause. We'll be back to you in but a moment, good folks, with an update. Thank you very much for your patience, folks. These conversations can take a little bit of time, so on behalf of myself and our owners, we certainly appreciate your patience today, folks. I bring you back to lot 3 of today's proceedings. I can reveal that we left the room there at $520,000. Our party in front, well, they've graciously increased their bid there, offer some $57,000, and the bid as it lands and stands at the front of the room now is $577,000. If I get you to confirm that for me, good folks. On the nod and can be done there at $577,000. And my instructions are to make it abundantly clear we're on the market and we sell away here for the want of a better bidder offer. But out she goes here to the party at the front. On that first call, and let it be a lesson too that those that started often finish it. On that second call, on that third and final opportunity. Fair warning, for it is going, and it is gone and sold to you guys. Congratulations, wonderful news, and we wish you all the very best for your move there to Boundary Road. Thanks for working with us today, folks. Thanks to your assistants, Lynn. And of course to our wonderful owners, thank you for entrusting the good team, Richard, Lyon and Eves, with the marketing of your very fine offering. And Richard, of course, congratulations on another stellar auction campaign today. Furthermore, let us look towards lot 4 of today's proceedings, again brought to the market by our very own Richard Lyon. He brings for your consideration this meticulous Whangarei offering there at 4 Montague Place, more fondly described as that estate in freehold, enveloping a sum 749 square metres of prime Whangarei terra firma, being lot 9-2. Deposit plan 58668, fully contained and described on that record of title volume NA 14A40580 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Vacant possession that is on offer to you on that settlement date, described as 90 days plus 6 working days from the date of this agreement. But let us look toward our wonderful offering here. Presenting to you, good folks, our wonderful family home in that delightful coastal suburb of Whangarei. It is here, good folks, that you can most certainly bask in that peaceful ambience of the quiet cul-de-sac and enjoy those stunning views of the harbour from that spacious deck. Perfect for those morning coffees, those restful afternoons, enjoying the sunsets, and of course those sundowners during those lively gatherings with friends and family. Featuring that modern kitchen equipped with the stunning bench tops and that robust range, making the home chef's dream come true indeed. With room to improve, providing that canvas to create a home that is your very own. Benefiting from that freehold and family-friendly section, positioned at that end of that quiet cul-de-sac, providing plenty of room for the children to play freely. Internal access garage along with the extra parking, with plenty of room, of course, for that much needed watercraft, as such a location and those wonderful views that Whangarei Harbour most certainly beckons for those weekend adventures, fishing and boating. The bidders and buyers, over to you now as I look to you now for that opening bid, that opening offer. Over to you, good folks, bidders and buyers, opening bids, opening offers. We are aware of those parties that are interested, but right now in the auction room is that exclusivity, that transparency, that front to the queue position to ownership here today. On that first call for opening bids, opening offers. On that second call, otherwise we move into that next phase of marketing, that deep dark abyss known as that conditional market. On that third and final opportunity, any better offer here now, folks? Fair warning. Well, Richard, it seems that they're a little shy today on the cash front, but that's certainly okay, because I know with you leading the charge, we're in very good hands, as we'll certainly see a line of attendees there at the open home, because I can reveal that the property is now sharply priced to sell at 649,000 at 649,000. Richard, make sure you have your phone on you, because I'm sure the buyers will be calling very, very soon indeed. Very best with the future endeavours there, and to our owners, I'm sure we'll see a sold sign there very, very soon indeed. Bidders and buyers, good folks, thank you for your attendance, your participation today. On behalf of myself and our owners, we certainly appreciate you. Rest assured, the good team here at EVES are more than happy to assist you on your journey to ownership. Good afternoon.